Hello there, and welcome. Before we begin our journey into the world of one of nature's most mysterious and elegant creatures, I'd like to invite you to subscribe, like, and share this video. By supporting, you help us bring more of the wild into focus, stories of beauty, survival, and wonder that deserve to be told. Now, let us step into the shimmering world of the flamingo. The sun rises over vast lagoons and endless salt flats, its golden light reflecting across the water like glass. At first, the scene is still, silent, almost barren. But then, the horizon shifts. Thousands of slender figures emerge from the haze, their long legs mirrored in the shallows, their bodies glowing with the brilliance of living fire. Flamingos? Together, they stand like a vast ocean of pink, a living symphony of color, moving as one with the rhythm of the wind and water. Their elegance is undeniable, their beauty arresting, yet beneath this spectacle lies a story of resilience. For flamingos are not simply creatures of grace, they are survivors, shaped by some of the harshest landscapes on Earth. From the burning salt flats of Africa to the high-altitude lakes of the Andes, these birds thrive where few others dare. They endure extremes of heat and cold, scarcity and abundance, turning inhospitable worlds into sanctuaries of life. A paradox of fragility and endurance, flamboyance and struggle, flamingos embody a mystery that has fascinated humanity for centuries. This is their story, a story written in light, water, and fire, the symphony in pink. At first glance, the flamingo seems almost otherworldly, a bird stretched and shaped like a work of art. Its long, stilt-like legs carry it through shimmering waters, each step deliberate, each stride a testament to balance. With these legs, flamingos wade into depths that keep smaller birds away, claiming feeding grounds few others can reach. Above them, the neck curves in graceful arches, twisting like a living question mark. This flexibility allows them to dip, sweep, and turn, feeding with an elegance that mirrors the flow of water itself. And then, the bill, one of nature's most unusual tools. Curved downward, it works like a sieve. Upside down, the flamingo sweeps its head through water and mud, straining out tiny algae, plankton, and crustaceans. Inside, comb-like structures filter food with astonishing efficiency, turning the unlikeliest of waters into a feast. Every detail of their body is a balance of beauty and survival, a design perfected for life in extreme wetlands, from blistering salt flats to alkaline lakes that would burn the skin of most creatures. Flamingos are not just birds of elegance. They are birds sculpted by necessity, surviving where others cannot, thriving in the edgelands of the earth. But what is the source of their most captivating trait, their color? Flamingos are not born pink. The chicks emerge gray, white, and fluffy, their feathers dull against the brilliance of their parents. Only as they grow do they transform, slowly painted by what they consume. The secret lies in carotenoids, pigments found in the algae and crustaceans that fill their diet. Each sip of water, each sweep of the bill, draws in microscopic life that becomes color itself. Over time, feathers flush with pink, coral, even deep crimson. This transformation is more than beauty. In the wild, color is power. The brightest flamingos are often the healthiest, their vibrant feathers a signal of strength, vitality, and fertility. In the great flocks, those whose feathers blaze most brilliantly are the ones most likely to attract mates. Thus, the flamingo's color is both a mystery and a message, proof that survival and beauty are woven together, that the pink of their feathers is a reflection of the life that flows through their world. When the time for courtship arrives, the flamingo's world transforms into a theater of dance. Across the lagoons, hundreds, sometimes thousands, gather in synchronized display. They march in unison, heads turning from side to side, wings opening to flash vivid scarlet and black, their voices rising in chorus. The movements ripple through the flock like a wave, each bird mirroring the others, creating a spectacle as mesmerizing as it is mysterious. These rituals are not just for show. They are signals, strength, unity, readiness. In the chaos of thousands, pairs form, bonds are sealed, and the next generation is set in motion. Unlike solitary dances of many species, flamingo courtship is collective, a rhythm of the flock that ensures not just one love story, but many, all at once. It is a reminder that for flamingos, survival has always been about unity. In their rituals, they embody the strength of community, a dazzling performance where love is written in steps, turns, and flashes of fire-red wings. In the shimmering expanse of shallow lagoons, a strange sight rises from the mud, towers of clay, conical nests built by flamingos' careful beaks and feet. These islands of life, though only a few inches high, are fortresses against the water, a safeguard for what will become the most precious treasures of all. Upon these mud cones, the female lays a single egg, chalky white and fragile. One life. One chance? In colonies numbering thousands, each pair defends its tiny tower, watching over it with vigilance. The male and female share the duty, one guards, the other feeds. But even here, vulnerability lingers. Winds and rains can topple nests. Predators eye the eggs. A single mistake, a single absence, may spell the end before life has even begun. And so, flamingo families endure with patience. Together, they transform fragile mud towers into havens of hope, islands where life, against all odds, takes root in the salt and the sun. From the egg cracks a faint sound, a chick's first call. Gray and downy, clumsy and fragile, a hatchling emerges into the blinding light of the salt flats. It is born in one of Earth's harshest nurseries, where survival is a gamble from the very first breath. Parents feed their young with a remarkable gift, crop milk. Rich in fats and proteins, it is secreted in the lining of their digestive tract and regurgitated directly into the chick's open bill. Both mother and father share the duty, sustaining their chick with this nutrient-rich liquid until it grows strong enough to stand. Soon, the young gather in creches, great nurseries of hundreds, even thousands of chicks clustered together in swaying groups. Guarded by a few vigilant adults, they huddle for warmth, safety, and unity. Here, survival is not just an individual struggle but a collective one, many lives bound together in fragile solidarity. Step by step, the chicks transform. Downy gray gives way to feathers, voices grow stronger, legs lengthen, and wings strengthen. Born in salt and sun, they rise toward their inheritance, the vast skies above the flamingo lagoons. To survive in such barren landscapes, flamingos have perfected one of the most unique feeding techniques in the animal kingdom. They lower their heads upside down into the water, sweeping their curved bills from side to side like living sieves. Inside, rows of comb-like lamella strain out microscopic algae, plankton, and tiny brine shrimp, filtering life from what seems like emptiness. With every sweep, they transform murky waters into nourishment, extracting energy from places where few other animals can. This strange artistry shapes not only the flamingo's survival but also its world. By feeding, they stir sediments, cycling nutrients, and influencing the ecosystems of wetlands and lakes. In this way, the flamingo becomes not just a participant, but a shaper of its environment, a gardener of the waters, ensuring balance for countless other species. What looks like grace is also power, a mastery of survival written in the curve of a bill and the rhythm of a sweep. Yet, even among such elegance, danger is constant. Eggs left unguarded fall to gulls or crows, their shells broken in moments. Foxes and jackals lurk at the edges of colonies, waiting for the distraction of a storm to strike at chicks. Raptors wheel overhead, eyes sharp for the weak or the unwary. But the greatest trials today are not born of nature. They come from us. Wetlands, the flamingos' sanctuaries, are drained for farmland, poisoned by industry, or disrupted by mining. Pollution clouds the waters that once teemed with life. Climate change shifts rainfall and dries lagoons, stranding colonies and silencing nurseries. For flamingos, survival has always been a dance with danger. But now the tempo has quickened, and the risks are greater than ever before. Their resilience is strong, but their world grows fragile. The mystery of pink, so radiant, so enduring, now hangs in the balance between beauty and loss. For as long as humans have watched the wild, flamingos have stirred our imagination. Their elegance, their colors, their mystery, all have made them symbols of beauty, transformation, and even the divine. In ancient Egypt, flamingos were sacred, their crimson plumage linked to the sun god Ra. Across the ocean, in the high Andes of Peru, flamingos adorned the art and textiles of early civilizations, revered as spirits of life and endurance in the harsh mountain lakes. Their feathers, vivid and rare, became treasures of ritual and ceremony. Even today, flamingos hold a strange grip on our culture. In some places, they are icons of tourism, vast flocks drawing visitors to salt flats and lagoons where the air itself shimmers pink. In others, they appear in art, fashion, and even suburban lawns, transformed from sacred bird into playful pop symbol. Yet admiration has often blurred into exploitation. Hunting, trade, and disturbance have long threatened their fragile colonies. And while their image thrives in our imagination, their real sanctuaries, the wetlands and lakes they depend on, continue to shrink. Our connection to flamingos is a paradox: reverence and destruction, fascination and neglect. They have always been symbols. But the question remains, symbols of what we protect, or symbols of what we lose? And so, we return to the wetlands, where flamingos stand in shimmering silence. Their beauty is timeless, their presence eternal, yet their survival is anything but certain. Across the globe, conservation efforts are rising. Sanctuaries safeguard nesting grounds from disturbance. Wetlands are being restored, their waters refilled with life. Scientists track migrations and protect fragile colonies, while communities work to balance tourism with preservation. Each step is a promise that the pink mystery will not fade from our world. Still, their fate rests with us. Flamingos are fragile in number, yet strong in spirit, enduring extremes that would break most creatures. They are survivors, but their resilience has limits. As the sun sinks beyond the horizon, the final image lingers, a flock of flamingos lifting into flight. Their wings open wide, flashing crimson and black against the glowing sky. They rise together, a river of color flowing into the distance, their voices carrying across the water like echoes of the past. They are mystery, they are beauty, they are resilience. And as long as flamingos endure, the wild will always carry a touch of pink fire upon its horizon.